guys, I was just daydreaming about what I would be like if I was on steroids.
Oh.
Maybe
What do you
I
see?
Maybe I could deadlift 500 pounds there. I don't know.
No, I said that.
I know, but maybe
Yeah,
I could
him
do-
too.
I think
Oh,
I could finally
okay.
do
You guys are in
it.
the same weight class now.
Wait, how much you weigh right now?
Right now, 169.
Okay, so I weigh like probably. I mean, I don't have a scale. I probably like weigh like 160 right now.
Yeah, she'll probably deadlift you right now too.
Probably, I think
Yeah.
so. But
You
anyways,
look
my
so
name,
sad,
my
dude.
name is Bart. That's
Yeah.
Mike. This is Miranda.
Wow.
Miranda's huge. And
Yeah, you really am. I would say though, like it's actually interesting. So I would say if people like look at me, like they would be like, oh, you're like probably like 145, 150. I was like, that's pretty. I will say though, I would say I haven't really gotten like, well, I don't sleep regularly. I can't even say that, but I'd say the stress and like the ongoing like stuff that we've been doing here, I'd say probably like added a couple pounds. I would say.
Yeah.
And then like just
And
being out-
travel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'd say
water.
like I'm definitely probably like way closer to 160 right now. But I'd say like probably on a regular basis, like probably like one more like 155-ish,
Yeah.
ish. But again, it's
Yeah, you
just
got a
like,
good amount of muscle on you.
I do try. I can't tell you that I'm not on steroids, but I'd say I'd say if I was though, I would say I probably would be deadlifting
Buck
like,
80 and beefy.
like 500 pounds, and maybe I would be like accomplishing something in life. So yeah.
Take
You are
steroids to
accomplishing-
accomplish things.
Yeah, you are accomplishing that. And I wanted to ask you something because you have a huge following. I think a lot of people that get into fitness, the goal, and this isn't just fitness,
I already
but
know
like,
I already know what you're gonna say.
are you sure? Okay. But a lot of people that get into anything, the goal is always like, even as a kid, like your friends start skateboarding, they want to get sponsored.
Yeah.
So
want to be
are-
Tony Hawk.
Yeah, like is sponsored like everything that it's cut out to be, or like what are some of the things that you feel like are like myths and maybe some myth busters
That's
of
kind
like
of new too, right?
being sponsored? Yeah.
Like people start an account to get sponsored,
Yeah.
Right from
What
the
is
get-go.
that?
and they don't even know what it means.
I know, but like
They don't
what
even know
is
what a
that?
sponsorship means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not
that's
Michael
crazy.
Jordan.
I know.
Exactly. I don't know. But people like I think they feel so happy
Yeah.
to be sponsored.
Yeah, it's a cool thing
Yeah.
because everyone likes what's cool.
Yeah. So what are like some I think because you've been in the game, like what are some myths to it? What are
Yeah.
some good things?
Yeah,
what are
Benny's
some
negatives.
What are some things
Yeah.
that aren't as it's painted?
Yeah. So yeah, I've been with, I would say, a good handful of brands. If you've been following me for years, you will know that. And again, too, I would say, before I even say anything else, it's not about anymore the best product.
It's not about the best product.
It's not. And I would say, but everyone's perception of best products are different.
It's subjective.
Right?
Yeah.
Because again, I would say, and this is just, I'm just gonna go deep for a second. Every decision that we make in life, it's already within us. So let's say like if we like this brand over here, that could be dictated off of insecurities, trauma potentially, how you want to be appreciated, where your morals align. If you like someone's look, there are so many things that.
You're predisposed to.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'd say like again that's a very deep way to but I'd say sometimes like people want to just be a part of something. So like if the brand is bigger, that means better.
Yeah.
But that necessarily does not mean that that's true.
Yeah.
For sure.
And so that's my point is it's interesting because every scenario I've ever been with like in a brand, I've learned a lot of fucking shit. So I'd say like I've taken everything like I would say like for what it was. And it's like, okay, so even if this does fail, or even if this did fail, wow, I just grew as a person, or wow, I just learned a perspective about owning a business that I didn't know before. So therefore, if I'm ever in that predicament, I now already learned that lesson. So I'd say the worst thing that you can do for someone in life is teach them a lesson that they actually need to learn themselves. Because now I would say you're taking away the time and energy that person actually needs to spend to learn that lesson, so that it's not regurgitated in mistakes, consistently.
Yeah.
So I'd say like my point there is like instead of me being like fuck this and like I got screwed over here or whatever, it's more so like okay, so this wasn't like the outcome I had desired, obviously, but what are the positives from me being in this scenario, and also
Like what are all the learning experiences?
yeah,
for each
and also
one?
too like where were my mistakes? Because I think that's a big
It's
thing.
dope accountability.
It's just like we always blame everybody else, or like this person talked to me badly, and like this person here, but it's like, but like what did you do to contribute to that? Because again, like there's no way you just sat back and did nothing. There's no way behind closed doors you didn't do anything. So it's like
Takes
again,
two to tango.
that's right. So it's like again, like I've been in scenarios where I'm like I look at my my situation, I'm like, damn, I could have done that better, or damn, I could have just been like less reactive. I could have just been like calm, and not like let my emotions kind of just like like yell, so it's just kind of like, I've been in scenarios where, I've gotten like knocked the fuck down, but I still could have handled it better. And I would say that's, with brands, you have to be able to take things for what it is. And I think sometimes we get so caught up and our feelings get hurt about like expectations of like, I'm going to be with this brand forever. Well, you don't know that. You don't know. You don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't even know if we're going to be alive tomorrow.
Yeah, even the CEO might change.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, companies go under all the time.
That's
They're
right.
making money. Expectations is a good term. I talk to a lot of like young lifters and young people that want to get sponsored, like whether it's on my gym or different meets. And one big thing I notice is that they have never, and this is just a problem across the board, is putting yourself in someone else's shoes. They have no clue what it's like to run a business.
Oh, no clue.
And I was talking to a team, I don't know if it was in your car or NASCAR, but like every company, even just an employee, let alone a sponsorship, the ratio is whatever I'm paying Bart in salary, he should be making tenfold for the company. And that's just how America capitalism's set up right now. Whether you agree with it or not, I don't really care. That's just, it is what it is.
But that's how the math works.
That's just how it works.
Yeah.
So if you're not a boss in a business or you never run a business and you don't know that perspective of things, it's the same with the sponsorship. And then you take in the human factor. How easy are they to work with? How not are they to work with? How much can I use them in what campaigns? Like there's so much that can go into it when you're working marketing that the younger generation starting an Instagram just to get sponsored hasn't even thought about. They just thought about free shit, free trips, and free gear, rather than like, no, like, where's this relationship? Or even more basic than that, like, what do you do for the company?
Well,
what earns this free shit?
Okay, so I'd say I want to actually make a statement because I actually disagree with what you said.
Oh, yeah?
I disagree because I would say, so for me, this is how I look at it, because I would say my perspective now is different based off of my circumstances. So, last year I didn't have $5 million, right? I didn't have that. So I'd say now, fuck the sale part. I don't even care about that. It's more so, if I can get my page potentially to 10 million by the end of the year, do you think that my brand awareness now is larger? Do you think that my value now is larger?
Yes,
because now I carry way more impact than I did at 1 million, 2 million, et cetera. So it's like, I agree with you to an extent. However, I would say at what point is a brand, I would say look at a scenario and go, you know what? This person here holds a lot of fucking value.
No, that's not a disagreement.
Oh, no,
that's the same.
Right.
Because that would still go to the 110 ratio.
But I'm saying,
now your 5 million brings me 20 million.
Right.
Rather than your 1 million would bring me 10 million. It's the same thing.
A lot of business owners, though, they fuck up in that part. They fuck up because they get so caught up on...
They're still treating you as if you had 1 million?
Well, they still treat me like I'm fucking nothing.
Mm.
And I would say when I thought that when I got to 1 million, I'm like, all right, life is going to chill out a little bit. I'm not going to struggle like I did, in the years prior. I'm going to be respected. No, the fuck I'm not. It's gotten worse, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it's gotten worse. Because now it's like, oh, you have 5 million. Did you buy your shit? Did you buy your likes? Do you buy your followers?
Oh, wow.
There's no way that you could do that because no one else did it. Yeah, but no one's me. So like, why the fuck am I even? Why is that even a thing?
Yeah. Being at the top, you got more eyes. You're gonna get more
but again, it's like in a scenario, it's like, if you think though that like asking me like, did you buy your stuff and like, if you thought that was like the best way to like go about that, like, no. Yeah. If you already don't trust me, like I don't want to be here. You know what I mean? Like I have
that's weird. They want to sign you.
I have so much integrity. And it's like I cannot believe. And again, in retrospect, I think brands go through a lot of mistakes. And I think again, the athletes that represent the brand, if they're out here, embarrassing the brand, let's just say, now they're gonna have trust issues. So it's like, do I really blame them though? I would say for not trusting me. But it's like, but again, my character though, I would say speaks more than anything about me. If that hasn't been like apparent even just speaking with you guys today. But it's like, again, my brand awareness now holds that value. So I'd say like even when I'm like in negotiations with brands, it's like, we're not even gonna have this conversation if you don't see my value right away. Like we're not even gonna like spend like 30 minutes, an hour, like fuck all that. I've wasted a lot of time like already doing that. Like if the thing is like you're not jumping on the call with me, like we don't have to like have this conversation. Because again, like I don't need to be doing this. It should be like it's an honor to have Miranda with us because again, there's nobody in my predicament like right now. I'd say, there are other girls I'd say that have like large platforms, but like I'd say my intent though is like on another level. There's no one with my, I'd say like integrity and like my goals and what I want to actually accomplish in life. There's no one at my level. Like books, public speaking, changing the world. You know, like who talks about that stuff?
Yeah.
Everyone else, you know, it's like supplements and money, and it's like, but again, like this is like next level shit. So
Yeah,
it's
your
like,
trajectory is
if
much
you don't
higher.
actually value that about me, like I can honestly promise you, like that will be like your biggest mistake, is not seeing my value and also not taking me seriously. Because if you think I'm going to be like everybody else, or you think that just because you guys have done, you know, say you've run your business like this for 5-10 years, if you think that that's going to continue to help your brand, you're hurting your brand. Because now, instead of, I would say, like utilizing me for what can actually bring your brand more value, now it's, but if we let you do this, then we got to let everybody else. No. Who else has 5 million followers with your brand? Who else has the value and the impact that I bring? Nobody. Because again, it's like, we're not even just talking about, I would say, like numbers and sales. We're talking about my image, my look. My look is appealing. I understand that. I already talked about it. So it's like, again, at what point does the brand say, you know what? Fuck all the shit that we did before. We're taking a risk on you, because obviously the data, there's data to back it up. You know, there's data behind my intelligence with why I have actually grown.
That's cool. I mean, that's like, I think that's what people also forget, that all of the historical deals are based off of that. Like, you know, like Jordan and Nike.
Well, yeah.
It's like everything that has been a giant deal, or one that we look back as the ultimate case study, has always been, all the deals are like this, and then they did it like this. I don't know if you guys seen the recent clip went around with Magic Johnson.
Oh my God, wait, no, stop right now. It's really so insane that you just said that.
Yeah.
I was going to, after you were done talking, I was literally going to say, like, I had this seminar, Magic Johnson was there.
Yeah.
And he actually told the whole story about Converse.
Yeah.
And he actually said,
he'd be a billionaire.
yes, well, he already is, but I didn't even know. I didn't even know that he invested in Starbucks.
Yeah, he owns a bunch.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and he
know?
owns a bunch of 24-hour fitnesses, or
Yeah,
fitness?
yeah.
But like, again, like when I was listening to that story, he goes, like, we're always one decision away from changing our life. Always.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And he said, if I would have not chased that fast dollar,
Yeah.
he's like, where the fuck would I be right now? So like, again, it's just so weird that you just said that.
Yeah.
We were like,
Yeah. I mean, that's super sick, and I think that's why it's always good to like lead your life with integrity, because at least there's some sort of compass going in the right direction.
That's right.
Versus what everyone else is doing, because any decision can drastically alter your life, and if you're doing it based on what someone else is doing, they're like controlling your whole rails, you know?
Yeah, well, and it's important too, I'd say, when you're in a business, I would say like sponsorship, it's important to ask yourself, okay, what does my contract say? What are my requirements? What am I, like, what do I have to do? Okay, so then it's like that, and then it's like also like not allowing, I would say, someone else's, like, I would say, like, manipulation tactic of, you know, like, we do a lot for you, you need to do this. You know, like, it's important to understand that if you don't respect yourself enough, you will get manipulated and used, and you will just continue to spin your own wheels if you don't have, like, the integrity to stand up for yourself. Because again, I think, you know, I'll say this, you know, I would say in a quick form, I think a lot of people see communication as aggressive. I think a lot of people see confidence as arrogance. And again, that's the misconception, is like, if I create a boundary, I'm not doing it to just like disrespect you. I'm doing it to respect myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like, to me, why can everyone else have boundaries and rules for, like, for me, for example, and then the second I speak, it's a problem? Well, no, it's only a problem because you expect me to not say anything. It's expected of me to just be appreciative and to just shut up. And it's like, no, that's how everybody else might, you know, because they're scared. I'm not scared. You know, I know my value. I do need to speak up. I do, you know, for myself, for my integrity, I do need to respect my morals and integrity. And like, again, money, you know, are you paying me to do X, Y, and Z? If you're not, I'm not doing it. You know, because again, it's like a lot of times we post online or we see posts, there's a process that goes into that. There's processes, there's thinking, there's strategy, there's data, there's a lot of things. Like, it's not just like, you know, words, random boom. It's like, these things are thought up on, and also that costs money. Time is money, you know? Like, I'm trying to make money, but money as in building that, you know, I'd say that impact.
Yeah.
So it's like, 'cause again, I'd say right now, like, I would say I don't take home a big paycheck myself. It's, you know, distributed all over, you know, travel, this, that. Things are expensive. So it's like, I have to make money for the brand, not for myself.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, because all of your answers during this whole series have been super real, and I love it. I love like how we've been able to talk about gear, sponsorships, the culture, and everything. And it's like it's very refreshing to hear some of these takes that you have on things, because it feels very, very real and raw, and it's what I see on your page.
Yeah,
So
I appreciate that.
it. That's awesome.
I would say I'm honored. I would say to be here, and also, yeah, I'd say I'm appreciative for. I'd say any opportunity that I get, I'm appreciative for that. because it's always, I'd say, attractive to I'd say to be like, I'd say, surrounded with people that seem like they know how to do a lot of different things, or the perception that they give to reality is a lie. I'd say a lot of times people don't understand that social media is not real. It's really not. It's just not.
That's true. People will text me, "Oh, you're in LA?" I'm like, "No, my Instagram is lying. I'm in Vegas. I just posted that I'm in LA right now."
Yeah. So it's like, again, like I try to be like as authentic as possible, but like, again, it's just keeping things in mind. Like, take things with a grain of salt. So I'd say, like, just to kind of like conclude this, and I value your time, and I value your guys' time for helping make this run, and I value you wanting me to be here. So thank you, because I think a lot of times in life people do not say thank you.
Well, thank you for being here.
And the appreciation, like, that goes a long way.
Yep.
So thank you for honestly having me, and thanks for like allowing me to be in your energy today. So.
Yeah, thank you for spending your 5 million followers over here.
Fuck that, honestly. Fuck the followers, honestly. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Bye.
Thank you.